John's asleep. This is the latest I've ever done. Like, there's like nobody here, so I am bored. Like usual, just being me. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? I was going to talk about. I finished Beautiful Creatures. 1 second. Beautiful Creatures, like, awesome. It really was. It's, as you can see, really long, but it's worth it, you know. And if you love to read and you love good, compelling books, I recommend it. It's fun, you know. The love story is it is kind of teeny. You know, like they're teenagers, so it's very teenage-ish. The movie's coming out soon, which is what caught my interest. I'm not gonna lie. So I never heard of it before. So, you know, how can I catch my interest if I never heard of it? So I decided to read it. Or one of my really good friends, Erica, she got it for me, and I really liked it. So my review of it is mainly, you know, it takes a while to get to the main point. It's very draggy. Everything's from the boy's point of view, and since the character Ethan, he doesn't really know anything about the Castor world. It's kind of like a learn as you go kind of thing. So you learn what he learns, and it's all in his perspective and stuff. So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the ending, but then I remembered it's not really an ending. I mean, there's 3 more books after that, but I'm really excited for the movie. Again, my one complaint was that it drags, and a lot of things did not get explained. Like, they don't tell you why they have such a strong connection. They hint at it that it has something to do with their ancestors, but that doesn't mean they're going to be... The fact, if one of my ancestors fell in love with one of my boyfriend's ancestors, that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to read my boyfriend's mind. Yeah, I feel like there should be a little bit more explanation there, but there isn't. What else? The way they explained the Castor world, it was interesting to read. Like, it was different. It was a very different take on witches and warlocks and whatnot, and the whole family having to be claimed thing. It's like usually people choose, but this family can't choose, so then it turns out, you know, there's twists and turns, and, you know, I hate that in the movie, I saw trailers, so, like, I hate that in the trailer, they tell you what was the big reveal at the end of this book. They tell you in the trailer, so I was like, then what's going to be the big reveal at the end now? Like, I don't know what to make of it. But, again, I loved Lena. She was very sassy, and you know, she's very damaged, naturally. I mean, everything she's gone through, it's understandable that she'd be damaged, but, you know, whatever. Ethan is very, like, I hate this. I think what attracted him most to her was that she was different, and she wasn't like all the other people in Gatlin. The southern drawl thing, it's there, and so it was really a lot of fun. And my favorite part, hold on, spoiling for anybody, was the Sharpie fiasco, and I don't even know if they're going to do that in the movie, but that was, like, my favorite part, when she tried to wash it off. That was horrible. Favorite character would probably be... I'm not going to say Ethan. Ethan, I did not fall in love with Ethan. I didn't. I mean, I did not fall in love with Ethan the way I fell in love with, like, Stark from the House of Night, or how I fell in love with Peeta from Hunger Games, or how I instantly just adored the man... I forgot his name. Don't adore him that much if I forgot his name from the Fallen series. Lucky for me, Daniel. I instantly loved him. He was just like the whole angel thing, and it's awesome. But I was not a big fan of Ethan. Ethan kind of got on my nerves. So my thing with Ethan was he got on my nerves, yeah, like I said, but it's just kind of like everybody knows that guy, you know, that guy that's like, okay, you ever read a book and you just get so stupidly frustrated because you're like, you already figured it out, you know what's going on, even though it's from the character's point of view, you're like, okay, I know what's happening, please figure it out, please see it, and he doesn't, and it's like, it's just the way he would refer to Lena, and it's like, okay, first off, he was, give him credit, he gave up his happy life with being in the basketball team, and, you know, being Mr. Popular, or being part of that crowd, but he's constantly talking about how much he wants to be different, but he's not. He's a lot like them. It's just what's the word? More open-minded than they are. Now, he brings up a lot of the fact that he will always be a Gatlin's son. Always. He always brings that up. He always hates how much he hates the people there. But it's like, I know a little something about hating the place you live, but I don't rag on it as much as the character does. And I guess that was part of it. I feel like his attraction to Lena wasn't just that he fell in love. I think it really had to do with, like, he saw her kind of like an escape from his boring life. And it just, I don't know. I wasn't sold. I was not sold on Ethan. I wanted to be sold, but I was not sold. Oh well. So, I think my favorite character, it might have been Emma. Emma was funny. I loved her. Emma and Lena. I think that's when I liked Riley. I mean, who doesn't like the evil girl? But I think Emma and Lena are my favorite characters. Emma because she was just the boss. You know, she knew her shit. And at the end, she really did come through for Lena and Ethan. But I really wish they would have gone more into the whole Genevieve thing. I really wanted to hear about that. So, sorry if I'm talking low. I don't want to wake him up, my stepfather. So, that's it. Can't wait for the movie to come out. Woohoo! And now I have Rupture, Chronicles, and Hidden to read. I have books to read again. Okay. This should cover me for a few months. I've been slow on my reading lately. I used to eat books for dinner. So I would blow through something. I could blow through something like this in like a day and a half. And then something like this in a day. It was done. But reading isn't as much of a priority as it used to be. I have other things that I do now, so well, we'll see. Alright, well, love you guys. Good night. I'm already hitting my 6-minute mark, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and best wishes for New Year's.